Hi, I'm Andrew,
And I'm Maya,
and we're two randos.
in San Miguel in the Azores. Hello, it's Maya here of Two Randos. As we're doing a hike along the coast in Sao Miguel, it occurred to me that I should mention why you should come to the Azores. So one of the reasons why we came was that we've never been here before, but we're also looking for destinations that are not as expensive as Italy, France, Croatia, where we've already been. And the Azores were one of those destinations, and we're really glad with our choice, because you can get by on less than €100 per day for accommodation, food, for renting a car, and you can still enjoy amazing scenery, beautiful hikes. The locals are very friendly, and they appreciate when people come out of season because it's support for them throughout the year. So thumbs up for the Azores.
The Azores are home to sperm whales, orcas, pilot whales, striped, bottlenose and common dolphins, and many other species. All excited about the potential to see a huge number of marine life, we headed to sea after a brief and being kitted out for a splash or two. Spotting dolphins in the ocean is a bit like watching grass grow. It takes a long time. To find whales and dolphins as they go about their business trying to find food requires patience. Our trip lasted 3 hours, costed €60 per person, and we didn't see any whales and saw only the common dolphins. But we had a fantastic day.
The company we used, Terra Azul, is a big team with a second boat and several spotters on the mainland. If you don't see any dolphins or whales, they'll give you another trip so you can have another chance. but almost certainly you're probably going to see dolphins at the very least.
Now you know why they say light breakfast.
Now they are coming closer. You can look at the dorsal fin, and you can see that it's different between the animals. And some of them even have some scars. We call it nicks, like small bites from the interaction between them. This bigger one has some parasites on the dorsal fin. So two of the animals are trying to mate when they face bellies. The genitals of these animals are in the belly, and we can identify the male and female because the female has the glands, it's inside, but has 2 holes for when the calf burns. And a curious fact about the dolphins is, besides humans and monkeys, dolphins also make a relationship for fun and pleasure in nature. It's not just for procreation.
Having an Osmo Action 3 camera enabled us to have this underwater view of the dolphins.
And the white actually is because of their diets, okay? These animals only feed off small fish, so they stay in the column of the water. That means they can have predators on top and above. So when they have predators on top, as the predator looks down to the ocean, it's dark, so they are camouflaged because they are darker on top. And above, with the light of the sun on the water, it's lighter, so they are white, so they are also camouflaged from the above when there's a predator above them. But at this moment, the biggest predator and the main cause of these animals is actually the humans, okay, so us, because of the vessels, okay, and also because of the fishing lines and fishing nets. They get entangled, and as they are mammals, they have lunges, so they need to come to the surface to breathe. And when they get entangled, they cannot come to the surface to breathe, so they drown.
Nature gave the common dolphin the perfect protection from predators, but they cannot avoid harm from humans. The islet of Villafranca is almost perfectly circular flooded caldera. It was privately owned for centuries, but in 1993 it became an important natural reserve and it now belongs to the state. Originally from the 16th century, the chapel, Our Lady of Peace, was rebuilt in 1764 and stairs were added in 1968, as well as the 10 landings that represent the 10 prayers of the joyful and sorrowful mysteries. They are done in typical blue and white azuleo tiles.
No, it's not that famous pineapple under the sea, it's actually a pineapple plantation. Whilst we're in Sao Miguel, we visited 2 different pineapple plantations, and there are several stages in the growth of pineapple plants. The first stages, new plants are grown from old bulbs and are used to replant the greenhouses for the new pineapples. Plants continue to grow until they are prepared for the smoking stage. Here, dry leaves are burnt inside the greenhouse for at least 9 days. This forces the plants to flower all at the same time. 18 months after planting the bulbs, the first pineapples are ready to harvest. And from pineapple to pizza.
And never the two shall mix.
I actually like pineapples on pizza.
I don't.
Hello, we're still in Sao Miguel, and I thought it's a good idea to talk about Airbnb because we often use Airbnb for accommodation when we design our trips. And currently we are with a host who is absolutely amazing. The place we're in is just fantastic. As you can see, they have a fireplace, and we've been experimenting with cooking our own meals, including pizza and roasting vegetables, and it's been fun. It really has been great to do that. The host gave us all the advice about traveling, when to go whale watching, what kind of food to eat, what to visit. So for me, he's a true host, as Airbnb hosts should be. But I have to say that more often than we would like to, we've come across hosts who own like maybe 4 or 5 accommodations, and they're very, very minimalist, and there's nothing wrong with that, but basically they don't really care about your stay. So for them it's like an investment, and it's just about making money of the properties that they invested in. And I will definitely try to make sure that we avoid hosts like that as much as we can. So when you choose Airbnb hosts, aside from the comments, you can also look for some signs that the property is like a carbon copy of 4 or 5 other properties or even more. Because one of the reasons why we use Airbnb is because we don't like staying in a standard hotel which has like 300 same rooms. So equally, we wouldn't like to stay with a host who has 5 or 6 equally designed apartments, because it's just not personal.
We're ending our program with views of Caldera Velha, a natural paradise with volcanic thermal waters located at the slope of one of the 3 volcanoes on San Miguel. The volcano was last active in the 16th century, but it still emits intense internal energy that heats the pools.
I really liked Sao Miguel. It reminded me very much of England in the spring. Very warm, and I love the thermal spas.
I also loved San Miguel, and we hope to be back to visit the other islands of the Azores. I'd rate this destination 10 out of 10 if you're after an active holiday, love thermal spas, and want to avoid crowds. The cost of our 11-day stay for 2 people, including flights, accommodation, car rental and food, was around 1,800 euros. This included eating out 4 times in very good restaurants and entries to parks, as well as the most spectacular whale watching trip.
Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. And to the dolphins, so long and thanks for all the fish.